I opened up the program and I talked about how you are an honorary member of Muhammad Mosque number 46. We might need to see how we can put that on your flyers, number 85/46. And I said that because you married one of our sisters, and the world is changing, you know, and where now, before, people would just have to marry somebody that was pretty much from their city or from a surrounding city. But now with this technology, you can get in contact or know people who live as far as overseas or in different cities. And I've read comments where people kind of talk about they're hesitant about participating in a long distance courtship. You're from New Brunswick, our sisters from New Orleans. You know, did you have any hesitancies about the long distance courtship? And if so, how did you overcome them? And what advice would you give to those who may be single and watching this regarding long distance courtships? I know it's a big question, but.
Well, no, brother. I mean, you kind of prefaced the question with the answer. Technology allows us to expand our social circle. I met sister, actually, I was not looking, you know, in New Orleans to get married. I actually purchased something from sister's website. And as the story goes, I didn't think it was the correct item that I received. So I thought it might have been a little, you know, bait and switch going on. So when I reached out, sister, you know, through the instant messaging, the sister sternly reminded me of, you know, the etiquette of how, you know, look, we this nation business here, brother. You got, and so it was kind of funny, but it kind of sparked interest. But we have to be mindful. We got to be careful. Brother Ishmael, National Assistant to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, mentioned it to us. We got to be careful if we're going to uproot someone that may be from another part of the country. I felt that I had the means to maintain that home relationship that she currently has. So you said it, honorary, brother. I'm like, you know, a snowbird now. When it gets too cold up in Jersey, I can come back down to New Orleans and hang out with you all and the beautiful believers there. But, you know, we got to be careful if we do enter into a long distance relationship or courtship, if you will. I apologize, courtship. Then we have to make sure we give it a little more time and we cover a lot more of the bases that need to be covered in regards to taking someone out of, you know, as Brother Ishmael said, we're taking a beautiful flower out of the pot that it's in. Now we're going to transfer it to another area in some different soil. We got to make sure that that flower doesn't lose any of its beauty. So I say this, brother, 196,940,000 square miles belong to the original man. So, you know, we want to limit ourselves to our little study groups and little mosques and the little areas that we're in, then help yourself. But I believe, as the lessons ask us, what's producing land and what's desert. If we're the original man and we're the owner and the maker, we can make anything that we need happen. So I prayed to the God that, you know, it would go well. And all I can say, brother, is, you know, I have a diamond and we still working on each other. But again, as long as we in the teachings, that you got a chance. The minute you leave the class is when you don't have a chance. So we recently had Brother Nuri here. He said he sat with the minister one day and the minister was giving him some guidance. And he told the minister, he said, you know what? I tell him, brother minister, if you come to the meeting, you won't need a meeting. So I try to share that with the believers here. Come to your meetings and you won't need to have a meeting with your minister about your relationship. So by Allah's grace, is doing well. And I thank Allah for that, sister, and the gift that God have given me.
Praise be to Allah, man. And I remember